what's up you guys? My name is Tara and here on my channel, I make skincare products. So normally I am an icy hot girly, but I needed some the other day and I didn't have any, but my boyfriend handed me his Biofreeze and normally I'm not a big fan of it, but the last time I tried it, I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. I get why people might prefer over icy hot. I was also looking at the ingredients and I realized this is something that I might be able to make. But before we get into this, I want to put a huge disclaimer. This is considered an OTC, which is an over-the-counter like medication that you can buy without a prescription. Well, hello. Okay, I guess we have a guest. She wants to attend the Biofreeze party, but none for you. It's not safe for cats. So when it comes to pain relief type of products, they need to be FDA approved if you are going to be marketing them as pain relief products. On the back of Biofreeze and any other OTC medication or cosmetic, there will be a drug facts section. That's how you can figure out if it's an OTC product. And the active ingredient in Biofreeze is a 4% menthol, and they always list the purpose, and it is for pain relieving. And any OTC cosmetic or medication will have that on the back. And if you're claiming that your product has pain relief benefits, then you have to have that product FDA approved before marketing it and making those claims. And again, you're gonna have to have like the drug facts on the back and have the entire label filled out as if it's an OTC product, not just a cosmetic. So again, as I get into this video, this product that I am making is not a product you can turn around and sell. If you go through the whole FDA process of having it FDA approved, having it listed as an OTC, then obviously you can go ahead and sell it. So let's get into today's formula. Here is what the formula looks like that we will be working with. It is broken up into 3 phases because we need to combine the ingredients together at different times. You'll see as we get into the video. This product here is an emulsion type of product. I have a oil soluble ingredient, caprylic triglyceride, that is being emulsified into all the water soluble ingredients using Sepamax Zen. Now this product turns out to be more of like a cream gel type of product, not so much a lotion and then not really a gel. It's kind of a hybrid of the two. Over on Patreon, I will be making 3 other recipes for this like Biofreeze dupe. Spoiler, this one right here is extremely similar to the consistency and texture of Biofreeze. And all of these are just water-based. There are no oil-soluble ingredients in them. Over on Patreon, I post 2 bonus videos every single month. This Biofreeze is obviously one of my Patreon exclusives for this month. I'll have another one. When you sign up, you'll have access to the entire backlog. You'll have access to all the blogs that go along with all the recipes I do here on YouTube. I have an Excel spreadsheet that can recalculate the batch sizes for you so you don't have to do the math. I have a monthly Q&A. I have a community chat. There's so much over on Patreon, and every single one of my videos are sponsored by Patreon. So thank you guys so much for supporting me over there. This is the formula we're about to start making. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with phase A. I'm making a 200-gram batch and I'm adding in 169.8 grams of distilled water, followed by 1 gram of Liquid Dermal Plus. This is the preservative. You could use any other broad spectrum water soluble preservatives here if you would like instead. Then I added in 4 grams of glycerin. This is a humectant that will help hydrate the skin. And then I mixed all that together. Then I'm gonna add in 2 grams of green tea extract. So the Biofreeze actually has a few other botanical extracts like calendula extract, burdock extract, lemon balm as well. But obviously this is like an extremely simplified version of the Biofreeze. So I just decided to go with green tea extract as the one botanical extract of choice. You can use a different botanical extract here if you would like. Then I added in 0.2 grams of aloe vera powder 100 times. The way that this powder works is that you dissolve it into water and then essentially you have aloe vera liquid after that. I personally like working with aloe vera powder, but you could use aloe vera extract, you could use aloe vera liquid instead of distilled water, whatever you prefer. Now give everything one last good mix, and this is when we can transition into phase B. And the reason why we have just Sepamax in phase B is because we just want to sprinkle 3 grams of this on top of all of our watery ingredients. You don't want to mix it in. And then I kind of like to just spread it all out to get it as even as possible. And then you can take some plastic wrap, cover that, and let it sit overnight. So when you come back the next day, you'll notice you have this really thick, clear gel. And at first it'll look pretty clumpy, but as soon as you mix it all up, it should smooth out. If yours doesn't smooth out, you probably need to use less Sepimax Zen. So anyways, let's set that to the side and work on phase C. In phase C, I'm gonna use 8 grams of menthol crystals. Now, the suggested usage rate for menthol crystals from any place I've ever bought it is up to 2%. But since the Biofreeze used 4%, I'm gonna go ahead and use 4%. And then I added in the caprylate capric triglyceride. You want some kind of oil here. I chose a lightweight oil. Other lightweight like emollient esters like caprylate capric triglyceride would be cocoa caprylate, C1214 alkyl benzoate, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. You could also use squalane, you could use isopropyl myristate. There are so many lightweight emollient esters you could use. Or you could just try using a natural oil like olive oil, sunflower oil. I just recommend trying to find a lightweight one. That way it feels, not as heavy on the skin as possible. And I went ahead and covered my beaker with some aluminum foil and I placed it in a water bath. A water bath is just a pan filled with like a little bit of water, and you want to put on like medium heat and keep the beaker in there. And you might want to come back periodically and mix it to help the crystals dissolve, but they dissolve so easily in oil, so you shouldn't have any issues here. Just make sure that the water doesn't start boiling and knock over your beaker. That's the one thing you want to be worried about. Once everything's melted, you can go ahead and remove it from heat, and you should just have a nice clear liquid. And you want to make sure it cools to around 100 degrees Fahrenheit before pouring it into your thick gel, which is phase A and B combined. I actually made mine the day before and let it sit overnight, and it was still clear. The crystals were still dissolved, and I just poured that right in. I just hand mixed it. Yeah, I ended up with this like gorgeous gel cream like consistency. It's this really like white, just glossy cream gel. That's the best way I can describe it. I think the texture is really, really gorgeous. This turned out way better than I expected. I am extremely happy with the results because I think this is a type of texture that anybody would be happy with. Anyways, I do have a whole bunch of like blue and green water soluble dyes that I figured it'd be fun to add some color to these because the Biofreeze, it does have this like green, almost a little bit of blue tint to it. Honestly, the more I look at it, I realize no, Tara, that's green, not a blend of green and blue. But when I went to color this, I thought it looked more blue than green at the time. Yeah, I ended up going with this blue color here. And at first I just added in 1 drop, mixed it in, and then I was like, you know what? No, Tara, it does need more green. So then I added this green color. And then eventually I just added in more green drops until I got this in color, which is pretty, but definitely didn't end up looking like the Biofreeze's green. But then I ended up using these colors on the ones I made over on Patreon, and I ended up figuring out that this green was the perfect green for the Biofreeze color, and that's how I got this one here, which I'm glad that this one did get colored that color because this one has the most similar texture as well. Again, this one's over on Patreon. I decided to use these 2-ounce squeeze bottles to store them in. I really like these bottles. I purchased them so long ago on Amazon, but I really like them because they're so easy to clean out and reuse. I just poured this Biofreeze dupe, I don't know what to call it, pain relief gel, I guess, into a plastic bag to make it easier to squeeze into these bottles. Just cut off the tip, squeeze it in, and there you go. Now you got your pain relief gel. I don't want to say that because again, that's like me calling it a medication type of product, but a Biofreeze dupe that I thought would be fun to make that really cools down your skin, and it gives you this nice cooling, refreshing feeling that is super refreshing. So I did just get done bottling this stuff up. I have like 2 other bottles. I don't know why I didn't bring them in here. So let's get into the demo of me trying this stuff. All right, so I figured we would just demo this together. I actually made this quite a while ago, but I just now got done bottling it up and I want to try it. Obviously, this is not something that is going to help get rid of your pain. I am not a doctor, I'm not a chemist. I cannot prescribe something like this to you. All I'm doing in this video is wanting to create a product similar to Biofreeze that I personally like just for fun. It was mainly just for fun. And obviously the main active ingredient in Biofreeze is menthol crystals, and I had some, so I was like, let's try it out. So I'm just gonna put some on my fingertips, and you really don't need a lot. It can burn, I have used Icy Hot, which I know isn't Biofreeze, but it's similar. Literally on my armpits. I talked about that in a recent video and it burned. So keep in mind that you can't use this everywhere on your body, just in specific areas that aren't super sensitive and have really thin skin. So obviously don't put it on your armpits, don't put it on your face, don't put it on your private areas. Please make sure you do research on how to use Biofreeze or any type of menthol product before making something similar to this and using it. So I'm actually having some wrist pain currently. So I'm just going to go ahead and massage this here. And this stuff, it glides on so beautifully. I think most people will really like this type of a formula because it feels so lightweight, even though it does kind of feel a little bit like a lotion. So it doesn't have like a water-like texture, like a serum, since this does have, it only has one oil-based ingredient, the caprolactic triglyceride, but it's a really lightweight, oily type of ingredient. So it won't feel heavy on your skin. I don't feel like tacky or stickiness or anything. I'll just let that chill there. It's already starting to feel cold. Wait, why don't I put Biofreeze on this other arm and compare it? Biofreeze, let's try this on my other arm. Roughly the same amount as I did with my product. Okay, the Biofreeze definitely feels more water-like. There's less of a stickiness. Mine had there's like a tiny bit of sticky. This, there's nothing. But this dried down to make my arm feel really soft. And this just dried down and my arm feels normal. So both of them kind of honestly feel the same cold-wise. I'm starting to get a cold feeling over here now. Yeah, it's starting to tingle. This one still hasn't started tingling yet. Normally it takes a minute for Biofreeze to kick in for me, but this one is starting to kick in. I'm starting to get all the tinglies. Like it feels like you have holes in your skin. Is that just me? I don't know. Anytime I use something minty, it just feels like it's making holes in my skin and it's like breathing. I used to have an addiction to Blistex because it gave me that feeling and I was addicted to that feeling. Anybody else been addicted to like lip balm before? Mine was Blistex. Comment which one you were addicted to down below. I don't have that like tingly feeling yet for this arm. It feels nice. It feels cold. I don't know. I guess that's about it. My arm, I guess the pain does kind of slightly feel a little bit better. I mean, as you guys know, I deal with chronic pain and it kind of just always hurts. But yeah, the mint did kind of make it feel a little bit better. But I mean, you know how pain relief stuff works. It kind of is just like a temporary relief, you know. This one, I don't feel the holes in my skin yet. This one feels colder to me. Okay, I'm kind of freaking out about the fact that this one is colder than the Biofreeze one. Because now I'm almost like, holy crap, I think I like mine more than the Biofreeze because I'm not feeling anything. So I'm going to put more Biofreeze on this arm and see if I start to feel something. Maybe I just didn't put enough. Okay, the Biofreeze on this arm is finally kicking in. Feels great. I'm going to be honest, I don't really notice any difference from my homemade one and the Biofreeze. I just rubbed in this one that I made over on Patreon on this shoulder here, and it kicked in super quickly. Maybe it's because I'm using it on like a more sensitive area of the skin, but this whole shoulder is nice and chilled out and it feels great. Overall, I feel like every single one I made, I really like and is comparable to the Biofreeze. There was only one that was a fail that I made over on Patreon. And I mean, you have to go over the Patreon to see which one that is. But yeah, I like all of them. They're all great. But yeah, so final thoughts. I really do like this Biofreeze dupe. I don't know what to call it. It turned out way better than I expected. I had so much fun like trying different formulas. So definitely go over to Patreon, check out these different formulas I made. Again, this one is my favorite. It's the most similar to the Biofreeze. And I would say my second favorite is probably this blue one I made over on Patreon or the one we made here on YouTube. These two are both extremely, extremely similar. This one is a little bit thicker and this one's more watery. And I do like the color of this one more. But yeah, I think that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Later. Also, don't forget to go over and check out my Patreon where I post 2 exclusive videos every single month. So there are a ton of videos you can go over there and binge watch for only $5 a month. And for $10 a month, you can get a small business shout out, or maybe you have a YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and shout everybody out. Nature's Farm Girl, thank you so much. Let's Blend, thank you. HempyGirl.com, Tila'sHoney.com, ShopLevies.com or ShopLevi's.com, Seventh House and Oak on Etsy, at Black Petal Beauty on Instagram, Owl and Lily on Etsy, ZayelaMoore.com, I hope I said that right, EmbraceBeautyEssentials.com, LegendaryBathandBody.com, at Stardust Bath and Body on Instagram, AstariApothecary.com, Revega Cosmetics here on YouTube, ExoreBB.com, PardoNaturals.com, and NaturalStatesSkin.com. Go sign up if you want a shout out, or if you just want bonus content. The shout out tier might be full. It's full pretty often because I only have so much space in the description box to link to everybody.